Kcal News Mornings.
Good morning. Today is Friday, October 3rd. I'm Kalina Estrinos.
And I'm Christine Lazar in for Chris Holmstrom. And we continue our breaking news of that fire at a Chevron refinery in El Segundo. This is a live view from Kcal. You can see firefighters still trying to put out those flames.
And we do have live team coverage. Meteorologist Amber Lee will tell us what the fire is doing to our air quality. But we do want to begin with our Tina Patel with the latest on that fire. Tina?
Yeah, as you were just saying, we're continuing to watch firefighters engage in this firefight. Now, they tell us that there is no threat to the public, that fire is contained to the one area of the refinery. We've been watching as firefighters continue to put water on the fire from ladders. For safety reasons, they're keeping a distance from the actual flames themselves. I want to show you some video from last night. Take a look at this. You can hear it sounded like there was some sort of explosion. This was just after 9 p.m. and it was after that we saw those massive flames shooting into the air. Now, it's still not clear what went wrong. It might take a while for inspectors to figure that out. But Chevron tells us that everyone has been accounted for in the refinery. No one was injured in the explosion or the fire. And they say there's no need to evacuate people who live nearby. The AQMD is monitoring the air. They say right now they're not seeing elevated levels of particulate matter or toxins, but that could change as the smoke settles.
So our inspectors are there to assist in any way. We do have various fence line monitors around the areas near the refinery. So that's how we're able to check the air quality levels nearby and see sort of what's happening.
But they are saying that people who live in these neighborhoods surrounding the refinery might want to, just as a precaution, stay indoors as much as possible, keep their windows shut while we wait to see how long this fire burns. Now, I want to bring in Amber Lee because, Amber, they tell us that the weather is going to play a big role on how long there might be a risk to our air quality. What are you seeing?
Yeah, the weather is definitely playing a big role this morning, especially because it's keeping it at a good level right now. So this is what we're seeing. Because we have the cooler air, we also have the sea breeze in Southern California from a system that we've been tracking. And you may have noticed we have some drizzle, some heavier drizzle, depending on where you live here in Southern California. Our air quality is actually pretty good right now so far. But again, things change because once all of this kind of goes away, that's when we really have to see where it's going to push most of that air into a lot of our inland communities, because we actually do have a little bit more of that sea breeze picking up. But right now, so far so good, because we have this low pressure system that is inching closer to us, and that's what's brought us the drizzle this morning, and then also kept the clouds really thick over most areas here in Southern California, especially near the coast. And then here's a look. You can see where the winds are blowing right now, that sea breeze. But again, as I mentioned, later on this morning, things can change because we're going to slowly start to see that gradual clearing take place. Temperature wise, we're going to continue to stay below average. Here's a look at what we're seeing with our highs this morning. We are looking at temperatures pretty much in the 50s and 60s. By the afternoon, though, we're going to stay a little cooler than normal, much cooler than what we've been the last few mornings and last few days, that is. We have those low 70s for the coast. We'll have a few 80s inland like the valleys, and then we'll have those upper 70s for the Inland Empire. I'll have more on what to expect for the weekend coming up in my next weather forecast. Back to you.
All right, Amber, thank you. And the temperatures are looking good. I want to take you outside for a look at our next traffic right now. It's 6:33 in the morning, where we do have a crash in Temecula. It's southbound 15 before Rancho, California. The left lane is blocked off, and we're seeing a backup off that split there. It'll take you about 14 minutes leaving the 215 to Rancho, California. The rest of the IE at the moment, really not too bad. If you're planning on heading to Palm Springs this weekend, you're looking good on the 10. If you're going to Las Vegas right now on the 15 freeway, that's looking good. We do, of course, though, still have this incident now on the shoulder in Riverside, northbound 215 at that 6091. The backup here is about 12 minutes from Eucalyptus to that 6091. And speaking of the 91 freeway, heading westbound Tyler to the 241, that's a 29-minute ride. Orange County, way more green than we're seeing yellow or red. Here's a 55, though, in Santa Ana, where you can see some volume, but overall it's really not too bad. The 57, though, is slowing down out of Brea as you head into Anaheim this morning. And here's a look at the LA area. We have some travel times for you on the northbound 110 from the 105 to the 10 freeway. It'll take you about 20 minutes to get through. That 5 north from Norwalk Boulevard to the 101 is about 22 minutes. So really not too bad in certain spots throughout LA, but I'll keep you updated throughout the morning.
Now you can get your Kcal News, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.